Briefly discuss HTML codes and evaluating digital sources and media. What are HTML codes and how to evaluate digital media sources? We will get to it, like a very basic understanding of it. Talking about HTML codes and CSS, they are the building blocks of web pages. If you would like to know more about it, you can go to the website. Each and every individual website. For example, I have given you at www.samayshamachar.com. This is a Nepali news digital site. Or you can go to any cnn.com or bbc.com, and then you have a right click, and then there is a view sources button, and you click on it, and that will bring up a lot of codes, and that is what we call the HTML codes, and that will show how that website is built, how the content is written, and how the work has been done underneath it. Okay, that is what you can do as part of an assignment for this week. You can definitely write this paragraph. Nepali literature has always this paragraph into a HTML code. That's the assignment for you for this week. After you go through the HTML codes and how it is done, things like that. And then also you will learn a little bit more about the HTML codes and CSS significance, why it is important, and what HTML are, what CSS is. Those are the few things that you might have already learned from the last week, watching the video and some of the online sources that I gave you. And again, there's a website link analyzing the website. There's www.alexa.com site info. If you enter your website information in it, it will show you the ranking of your website, and you will know that how what's the rank of your website. I don't know whether that alexa.com works now. For now, I think it doesn't work or something. That's what I heard, but you might want to double check. And again, when we talk about HTML code, and this is how they use the tags. There is a the smaller or greater than in the symbol signs. This is for this is how HTML codes are used, but CSS uses more of a brackets and semantic style direction. For example, just like that, if you want to change the the color, there is certain code and number. That is how you use it. So those who are who have degrees, or who have the knowledge of it, only can do it. And I just can tell you, these are some of the basic thing of the knowledge of HTML codes and CSS. Okay. um, so you have to rather go and find yourself, and learn yourself. There are tons of information on the HTML codes and CSS. You can watch YouTube videos, and also the link that I provided you with last week. So talking about evaluating digital sources, for example, you will, based on search engine optimization, you'll also will figure out the authenticity, or the effectiveness of the digital source as well, and also differences in domain extension as well. For example, .com, www.something.com is used more for a .com is more for a commercial website. But if .edu has been used for a commercial website, then that is not an authentic website. Okay. Similarly, .gov is more of a government-owned operated website. If you find a gov, but this is not a government-owned and operated, then that is not an authentic website. Similarly, org is a website associated with an organization. Edu is a website associated with an educational institution, and net a website used by a network provision. So be mindful of those things as well, as you find the website, and to know the authenticity and credibility of the of the website as well. Similarly, evaluating digital sources, more of I would like to tell you, I mean, if you don't fully rely on Wikipedia, sometimes Wikipedia has a lot of the leeway that anyone can go there and then edit it, and that's why we do not think Wikipedia is a very authentic source as well. Sometimes you might end up seeing clickbait that are a sensational topic, so you cannot help clicking on it. So be aware of words like surprising, alarming, and shocking in titles. So that's why sometimes those websites might not be very the authentic. Similarly, the some of the personal websites, if they are from the celebrities or mostly viewed website, they are tend to be more authentic as well. And these are some of the you should be very mindful of the sources which are more authentic and which are not that much of credible sources as well. And going back to online databases, for example, is a this store is a digital library founded in 1995. So this source is a very authentic source, so you have to know about that as well. So how do we determine authenticity? Fast does not always mean accurate. So, for example, the location of the source. Okay, where did you get that source from? If it is Twitter, then it is authentic source or not. If the tweeted by someone who is authentic. If it is and again, how to know the person is authentic or not, or credible or not? There is a mark, check mark, like a blue line. I don't know how many of you have seen that. Again, network, who is their network and who follows them? Do I know this account? Also the content, can this information be corroborated from the other sources? Based on that, we determine the authenticity of the source as well. And again, continuation with the determining authenticity. What is the contextual update? What is the age of the account in question? It is just recently established account. It has been a long time. The account has been working. And also, is the source of information reliable? You have to double check as well. So who can you trust? There is a video. You can click on that link and watch that video as well. And also I posted to Georgia View. And again, talking about the credibility of the sources, again, making it difficult to distinguish aid from the content, then that is not, very credible. Okay, looking, updating with the new content, making it difficult to navigate. If it is your site is difficult to navigate, if it links to different sites, where whether the links are credible or not, things like that. Okay, and there is also a source, the website link where you can enter the website and make sure that that the website is authentic or not. And again, though, especially since you are writing for a digital media, if you are a writer for a digital media, you have to be very mindful of your role as well. Are you an effective communicator of a message? How you will organize the information, how you interpret the information. Okay, so again, think in terms of space. For example, the writing for digital media, the advantage of it is that you don't have to write everything thoroughly. If there is an extra information, you can use hypertext and hyperlink and then connect to the particular information that you are trying to convey, and that's how you can link it. And that's the joy, that's the pleasure of writing for digital media. And also immediacy. If you have something, the timely content comes up, then you can also make that available digitally. That's the advantage of working writing for digital media. And again, as a writer for digital media, you have to be very much mindful of your audience as well, in terms of readability and scannability. How long it's gonna take. People might not have enough time to go through it thoroughly, so you might want to bring important information at first, and make your writing so easily, so familiar that the audience, the reader will be able to scan it quickly and get the gist of it. And again, credibility, whether it is balanced or not, it's a fair reporting or not, how unbiased you are in terms of transparency and accountability in your writing. Okay, those are the information that you need to have knowledge of. And here is a classwork for you. Find two. Maybe this is also a homework, the assignment for you as well. Find two websites, media sites, social media, and write down one strength and one weakness of each. Okay, so based on the credibility of the sources and the readings I have posted to Georgia View, please go back to your readings and then find out the two different websites. Could be anything else, CNN.com or BBC.com or Yahoo.com or anything else. And based on the content that they have, the objective and the goal of the media itself, and how authentic and reliable you find those websites. What are the strengths of them, and then what are the weaknesses of them? So let me know what you think.